Hides and skin business is an age-long industrial practice that made Nigeria a force to reckon with in terms of leather production. But the current foreign exchange crisis, coupled with economic turbulence and persistent farmers-headed conflicts, have continued to threaten local tanneries in northern Nigeria. Trust TV Correspondent Idris Jibrin reports that despite Nigeria's thriving export market, tanneries in Kano State are still trying to remain in business owing to inadequate raw materials arising from mainly banditry in the Nigeria's northwest region. His report.
The city of Kano in northern Nigeria is the largest commercial hub for the leather industry. The tanneries in Kano are bustling with activities, especially during this time of the year, as men and women work on hides and various skins. These tanneries are the biggest suppliers of local leather, generating hundreds of jobs for youth across northern Nigeria.
Nigeria tana cikin top 10 da take exporting fata wa duniya.
The hide and skin business is one of the most lucrative business in Nigeria. We have millions of people who are into this trade, and over the years you can see how people are trooping to do this business, even though we have so many challenges. But thank God the trade is still going on, but I believe that with time we will surmount those challenges that we have. Kano tanneries, like other leather processing centers, are the beginning point in leather producing value chain. The tanneries receive hides and skins that have been stripped from slain animals and take them through the tanning process until they become leather. Aside from the usual cow and goat skin, some tanneries also specialize in a range of exotic skins like snake and crocodile.
90% of tanning activities in Nigeria is done in Kano. And what you can see here is just a testimony of what I've just said. That if you look at all these trucks here behind you, trucks there, truck here, they are coming from various states of Nigeria to Kano.
Leather produced at these centers goes on to become footwears, bags and clothing, and are transported from Kano to various points all over the world. Some of the world's biggest fashion brands are known to source their leather from Kano tanneries. Unfortunately, this thriving age-long traditional trade is now threatened by a number of challenges.
In Nigeria, we have 18 million heads of cows, and we have about 70 million of goats, and we have about 47 million of sheep, which involve the sheep and the ram, all in that group. And this figure has been going down in the sense because the breeding is not encouraged.
The threat of insecurity in the northwest region, from where 90% of these animal skins are sourced, have over the years continued to pose a challenge to local tanneries. According to tanners, by this time each year, they must have gathered 60% of their annual raw materials. But this year the story is different. Like you know, Nigeria, we are in a serious economic situation, economic problem, and for us who are dealing with tanneries, most of our raw materials, we used to get it from villages and towns across northern Nigeria, particularly in the northwest. And you know about the issue of banditry and kidnappings that are happening in this axis. This is seriously affecting our businesses. Apart from the threat of insecurity, unfavorable government policies, the inadequate capital, and the current high cost of living among Nigerians seems to have made it almost impossible for most tanneries, with the exception of Kano Tan and a few others, to continue to remain in business. Hoping that one day things will be better and tanning will return to its proper place. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.